How are my gens doing? I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. Yeah, so basically, this is Seth here speaking. St. Lucifer talking right now. This is Seth speaking right now. The reason why this is Seth going to speak right now is because I have to talk about women a little bit. I have to talk about women a little bit. Um, Not women, but I have to talk about men. I don't have to talk about women. I have to talk about men because we're in a bit of a difficulty. Men are in a bit of a difficulty. The thing is, you know, um, the reason why this is Seth speaking, spiritual and business consultant. The reason why it's Seth talking, right? Because Seth had a lot of adventures. Seth is a good guy. Seth's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a pretty awesome guy. And poor guy. He tried to be a good guy, as best as he could, and to the best of his known abilities, and he helped out a lot of women, man. Like that's what I like about Seth, like, and he's not a simp or anything. Like it's not like he's a pussy or anything, or a fucking simp or something. He's just, you know, he he doesn't like people to suffer. He doesn't like to see people in pain. And it's not that he knows how to solve that pain, but he tries. Which is more than I can say for a lot of people. There's a lot of people that don't try anything at all. There's a lot of people that turn a blind eye to people suffering. There's a lot of people that let other people down. There's a lot of people that leave people in their own pile of shit and they don't care. And Seth's not like that. If he can help you, I mean shit, he's helping Lucifer. you know, so that's just the kind of guy he is. Like if he sees any form of miscommunication or misjudgments, Seth is always ready to try and solve the problem. That doesn't make him a perfect guy, right? Like, that does not make him a perfect guy at all. But why Seth is more loved than a lot of other people, on the planet is because of the simple fact that even though he's swimming against the current and you know even though he's swimming against the current, and everybody like let's say Seth, like a lot of people want to act like they're up on, their gang, they're in gang shit, they're in gang shit. Back in the 90s, people were really into gang shit. Like they were really into gang shit. People were selling drugs, getting into fights, shooting, stabbing, all kinds of shit. But there's something that Seth actually noticed with a lot of people, a lot of so-called gang people. They're not into gang shit. They're into kidnapping women, and sequestering women. Forcing women to sleep with dudes. Date rape, and all of that kind of shit. And he's like, and Seth, like I said before, he's not perfect because he was trying to sell some dope. you know what I mean? Seth was trying to create a criminal empire based off of selling as much freaking drugs as he humanly possibly can. And which I think he kind of did sell as much drugs as he possibly humanly could. So for that, he's not a good guy because of that. Because he's a born fucking drug dealer. Like Seth could not imagine being anything else in the world but being a drug dealer. The only problem is, everybody else had switched games and nobody told them that the game changed, right? Nobody told them that motherfuckers wasn't out here selling drugs. They was out here selling pussy. So and that's not a problem because Set would have probably sold some pussy too. The only thing is, Set is a little bit old school. He believes in asking for consent before selling somebody's vagina. You know what I mean? Like, Set rather has the consent of the women. Like, Set rather ask a woman, "You want to sell your vagina? Give me a little bit of money." Do you or do you not want to sell your vagina for me? That's more of Set style. He's not gonna kidnap you and drug you and shit like that, right? So because of that, he ended up in so much fucking trouble. It's fucking ridiculous, man. And unfortunately, nobody was there to help him. Nobody wanted to break the status quo. Nobody wanted to break the status quo of kidnapping women. Nobody wanted to break that status quo because a lot of people are with it, man. There's not just gangsters. There's normal people that are with it, man. There's a lot of people that a girl get kidnapped and the guy brings the girl to the stash house. The stash house is in the middle of a suburban area, and so the girl's getting raped right next door, and everybody hears it, and nobody's gonna do nothing. And that happens a lot. It's not everywhere. It's not everywhere, but there's a lot of places that motherfuckers can hear the dude raping the girl, and they don't do shit. They just shut their ears and go to sleep, and then they go to work tomorrow like nothing happened. So by association, you're a criminal, my dude. Like, by association, you're a criminal. You're just as guilty of what he did than the guy that did it. And Seth doesn't give a shit about all that shit. And that's why I love this motherfucker, because god damn it, man, like, this motherfucker's running into neighborhoods that he does not own, where people are like that, and people are going to protect the rapist more than they're going to protect the girl getting raped. And Seth just runs into the motherfucker's neighborhood, not giving a fuck, try to save the girl. You know what I mean? Even though the whole goddamn neighborhood could legit just fucking hang his ass. So you gotta fucking love a guy like that, man. Like, you can't just, you gotta fucking love a guy like that, man. So that's why that's my dude. That's why Seth's my dude, man. Seth's my motherfucking guy, bro. Like, he's way more braver and way stronger than a lot of dudes out here. And you see guys walking out there all swollen shit, like the 300 pounds of pure muscle, man. That motherfucker's a goddamn candy bar, man. Like, compared to Seth, those motherfuckers are candy bars, bro. Like, they're fucking juju bees, man. Like, you know what I mean? So, Seth's fucking hardcore. He's hardcore because he believes in love and shit. And that's the weird part, because you think somebody, it's weird to say. I know it's a weird statement, but that's the reason why he's like that. Because he believed, while he used to believe in love, I don't think he believes in love anymore. But he, back in the days, he used to, even if he didn't have a girlfriend, it didn't matter. Love to him was something that people should enjoy, the right way. So it kind of like, so that's why, so it's not like he's a good guy, it's just his conviction. So it made him react, like, it's not like, oh, Captain America shit. No, that's just his conviction. So that's why he reacts, but he doesn't, I don't even think it's a reflex. So I don't think he means to do that, because when you do something good, sometimes it's bad, and not saying that rape is a good thing, but for a lot of middle class people, it helps them out. You know, there's a lot of middle class people that profits off of rape. So you know, it's kind of, so it's not like he's like it's a bad, like he's doing it on purpose to hurt, you know, middle class people's financial situation. Nah, it's just, you know, he just, it's a conviction. He's like, you know, it's just a conviction, you know. So he just snaps, and you know. So anyway, I love this fucking guy, man. Like, goddamn fucking dude is goddamn great, man. And he's by himself when he does that shit like that. Of course, I help him sometimes. Of course, I'm here with him, you know. But God damn it, I still admire this nigga's fucking goddamn fucking bravery, man. Like, like he could die at any motherfucking moment. Like he could legit fucking die at any goddamn moment. This son of a bitch is just walking around town, not giving two fucking shits. I mean, like, so that's why I'm here for him. That's why I like him. I love him. I don't just like him. I fucking love him. You know, I love that guy, man. Um, so anyway, man, you know, the thing is about dudes is, like I was saying, you know, and I don't think girls. The thing is, the thing I don't like about Seth is those girls don't give a shit about him. You know, they don't give a shit about him. They don't give a shit about themselves. And he's out there trying, sometimes he's out there trying to help them out, which is, you know, to me it's a bad thing, man. Like, to me it's a bad thing. I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't fucking like it. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell the guy not to do anything if something happens, but shit, man, I mean, shit. I mean, you know, like, dude, like, anyway, man, I'm just, anyway, it's not, look, I respect women too, but I respect women that respect themselves. I don't respect women that don't respect themselves. I don't even consider women that don't respect themselves as being women. Because to me, a woman is supposed to respect herself in the first place. Like, first and foremost, the women are supposed to be the original narcissists, right? Which they are still till this day. But not right now. It's not the narcissist part that's the problem. Is the culture, you know, and the culture is teaching them to act like hoes. You know, the culture is teaching them to act like hoes and to be hoes, right? But at the same time, there's two different kind of people. They're the ones that act like hoes, and they're the ones that don't act enough like hoes. You know what I mean, bro? Because there's a bunch of, what I mean is there's hoes and there's frigid women. There's a lot of frigid women out here, and that's because of the whole culture. Because women are looking at other women and they're like, I don't want to be a hoe, so I'm gonna be the complete opposite of this woman, and that removes some of her charm from her because she's like totally fucking Emma Frost. You know what I mean? Up in this bitch, right? Like rock solid, cold as ice. You know what I mean? So that's not good either. That creates a very stressful environment, right? But at the same time, having the hoes around might be fun, but they also create a stressful environment, right? So the thing is, you have to find a balance between the two. You got to find the right amount of wholeness in yourself and the right amount of seriousness in yourself. That's a woman. That's what you call a lady. That's what you call a woman, like a real woman, a woman. She's serious when she has to be. She understands what she has to do and what her place is in the world, whatever the fuck that means. And at the same time, when she wants something, or if she's out with her man, and you know, she out with her man, that's her man. She's gonna love her man. She's not gonna let society dictate her relationship with her man. If she feels like sucking his dick, she's gonna suck his dick. If she doesn't feel like sucking his dick, she's gonna tell him, I don't feel like sucking your dick, motherfucker. and you know what I mean, bro. Like, and that's it. That's it. That's all. That's it. You just plain and simple. Today I feel like it. Tomorrow I might not feel like it. It is what it is. Deal with it. If you can't, if you don't like it, find somebody else to be with. But go find some hoe to be with. You know. Um, and women nowadays, they're so destruct and unbalanced that they can't even comprehend what I just said right now. Like they can't even fathom, not even start understanding what I just said, right? And the shit is fucked up. Of course, I'm saying it in layman's term because this is YouTube, and I'm not gonna, give you paid content for free. But so it is what it is. So I'm being crass on purpose. Um, so it's a pretty bad, and Seth is not like, he's not. There's a lot of people that are not as brave or as strong as Seth is. A lot of people, like millions, but at the same time, there's still some good dudes out there. Shit, there might be some dudes out there that are better, kind of technically better than Seth. In a relational kind of point of view, right? Like, when he's with his girl and shit and blah blah blah, right? So there's some good dudes out there, but they're getting manhandled by the whole era. They get manhandled by the whole era, and they can't really have that relationship. Like, that relationship does not exist in today's society because people are heading for the hills, because of the Illuminati and the deep, the dark, the black government bullshit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And because those people are the originators of the whole movement. They created the whole movement, right? They're the reasons why everything is fucked up. There's the reason why black people are fucked up in their heads. They're the reason why white people are fucked up in their heads. They're the reason why everybody's fucked up in their heads. They're the reason why Seth is fucked up in their heads. That's the reason why Dolo the pilot is fucked up in their head, right? It all starts from somewhere. Somebody did this to us. You can't just, you like, oh, well, my mama used to hit me in the head when I was a kid. So what? You could have still, if your mom hits you in the head when you were a kid, but everybody else is okay, do you really think you would have grown up fucked up? Right? Because at the end of the day, you're going to go outside your house and you're going to meet people, you're going to have friends. So if they're fucked up, your mama fucked up, and and they're fucked up, and you're fucked up, then everybody's fucked up, period. So you can't blame yourself, or you can't blame other people for being fucked up. It ain't your fucking fault. I mean, God doesn't give a shit if you're fucked up. God doesn't give a shit if your mama fucked up. God doesn't give a shit if the government is fucked up. God doesn't give a shit if, you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't give a shit about none of these people being fucked up, right? But the thing is, the simple thing is, if everybody was okay, if everybody was properly educated, if everybody was properly treated, if everybody was equally treated and properly treated and well educated, even if your mama was fucked up, you would have still turned out okay, because you would have been like, woman, you're fucked up, because everybody out here cool with me and you're just fucking crazy, right? And so everything would have been good. You wouldn't have had any problem. I mean, of course, apart from living with a fucked up mama, everything would have been fine, right? So it's not just, you can't just be like, oh, it's because of the, nah, it's deeper than that, man. It's more hardcore than that, bro. It's a lot more hardcore than that. It's a lot more hardcore than that. A lot more. Like, a lot of people tend to feel like, I grew up fucked up because, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but that's not the only problem. Society is the problem, dude. If I was okay and you were, like, let's say you were you and I was okay, I would have been able to help you, right? And I wouldn't have been the only one able to help you. A lot of other people would have been able to help you too. So everybody's fucked up, man. If you didn't get help, it's because society could not help you. Period. Look at Seth, right? Seth runs into neighborhoods that I'm pretty sure he fucking knows everything that's going on, right? Like, because he did that so many fucking times. Who the fuck knows what the fuck this motherfucker knows, right? Sometimes he impresses me with the shit that he knows. I'm like, how, where does he come from with this shit, man? And so, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I'm like, he knows what he's getting into, right? But he still goes for it anyway. And it turns out good because I'm here to pick up the pieces. It turns out good because I'm here to pick up the pieces because this crazy motherfucker, like, he's not gonna wait for backup. Like, he's not gonna wait for backup. You know, of course he has his own tricks, but he's not the kind of guy. If, like, I saw Seth ask some of his friends for help from time to time, and he's an Aries, right? He's a very impatient ass motherfucker, right? So if you take too long, like, if he knows something's going on, like, let's say there's a fight on the corner and there's gonna be 50 people at the fight and shit, and he needs to go at the fight. He's not stupid. He's gonna ask for some help. He's not gonna fight all 50 people by himself. But the bad thing with this motherfucker is, if you take too long to go to the thing, he's gonna go by himself. You know, like, if you take too long, he's gonna go by himself, right? So that's the bad thing about this motherfucker. And it's I'm very impressed that he didn't die already. So that gives him another boon. That's a he gets a he man. This motherfucker has so many boons waiting for him. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Because nigga's just great. He's just goddamn fucking fantastic. Um, I'm not even kidding. I'm 100% in love with this fucking guy. I mean, like, if I was a teenage girl, I would have a poster of this some bitch in my room. you know, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I would straight up have a poster of this goddamn motherfucker in my room. Like, like, that's how cool he is, man. Like, and yes, it's based off of the premise that he helps women, man. Like, I can't hate a guy like that, bro. Like, I can't hate a guy like that, man. Like, I can't hate a guy like that, bro. Like, how can I hate a guy like that, bro? Like, and he goes by himself. It's not like he doesn't get other people in trouble. I'm not saying that nobody ever got in trouble because of his bullshit, but he doesn't do it on purpose. And if that happens, you best believe it wasn't his fault. You know what I mean? You best believe that nigga, whoever he pissed off, is probably just a goddamn coward, and he afraid of this motherfucker. And instead of, even though the motherfucker know where he at, instead of going to see him, he goes see other people because the bitch is fucking afraid of him. So so that there's a good and a bad thing there, but at the same time, that still makes him kind of cool though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's Action Jackson right there. That's that Henry. You know the movie Henry. You know. You know the movie Henry. It's a point of view movie, and he just goes and he fights a whole bunch of people, and you see it through his point of view. That's kind of what he is in some shape or form, man. And there's a lot of people that respects him for there's gangsters that respect him for saving girls. You would think that all the gangsters in the world would fucking hate his ass for doing that shit, but totally the opposite. There's a lot of gangsters, not all of them, of course, but there's a lot of gangsters that kind of respects him for doing stupid shit like that, bro. And he knows, he knows. It's just that motherfuckers is so goddamn wrong. Like, because the thing is, people piss him off, and it's not gangsters that piss him off. It's the goddamn middle class people that piss him off. So when he goes off on tangents, when he's talking about rape and the guys and dudes and this and that and then, that's not, he's not attacking gangsters. It's because somebody is attacking him. You know what I mean? And it's not gangsters that are attacking him. It's everyday people that go to work, that have jobs, babies, have a family, have a wife and kid, white picket fence. It's these motherfuckers that go after him, not the gangsters. So that's like, it's crazy. So that's why he's always talking about the Illuminati. That's why he created this YouTube channel, because he's like, these sons of bitches got to pay, and that's why he's making these sons of bitches pay, and I don't think he's ever gonna stop. I don't think he's ever gonna stop because they just dog them so fucking badly that there's no fucking way that this guy's gonna stop. And yes, he's a bit crazy. Of course, he's a bit crazy, man. You gotta be stupid. How can you go through all that shit? Saving girls from shit like that. And then ending up, having the Illuminati after you. So this guy has gangs after him. He has regular everyday people after him. His family, friends, gangsters, Illuminati, all that shit, man. So of course he's fucking crazy, man. Like, duh. you can't you can't have a full set of you can't have a full set of hair, living like that, bro. Like, that's just insane. That doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I did say Seth was gonna speak, but fuck Seth. I'm speaking right now. Because somebody has to stand up for this son of a bitch, man. Like, he did so much things, and he still does so much things, bro. Like, this whole fucking Lucifer movement, this whole demon shit, man. Like, he started that shit. He's the original. He's the original. He's the alpha. He started this shit. It's his idea. It wasn't my idea. I was eating chips on my couch. And then I heard my name. I was like, the fuck is this nigga talking about? you know, bro. I was minding my own damn business. I was like, what the fuck is this nigga saying, man? I was like, oh, that shit kind of dope. I'm gonna help this nigga out. So, and I like it. It's cool and it's true too. That's the worst part. He's bringing the truth to the light. Of course, he has a lot to learn because he just entered the building. But still, I like it, and I'm gonna teach him. And so there's a lot of and the worst part is, like, nobody stands up for this motherfucker. Like, nobody, like, really, nobody wants to fuck with him like that. Like, because of all the things he did in the past. I mean, like, there's some people that want to call him a snitch, but at the end of the day, he did jail time too. He probably did more jail time than some of the people that are accusing him of snitching. And that's disgusting. That's just atrocious shit. How you gonna be a snitch and you always end up in jail? The worst snitch in the world. You know what I mean, bro? Like, you're you're the wackest snitch I've ever seen, bro. Like, so there's a lot of boons. Like, there's a lot of people that want to try to take away his power, but that's never gonna happen. He has a lot more. There's a lot more things that are coming to him. Like, there's a lot of power that's coming to him, man. I don't even think he's ready for all that power. You know what I mean? To be quite honest, I don't even think he's ready. He's ready. He's ready. But it's a lot of power because everything is alchemy, right? So when you sacrifice yourself like that so many fucking times, that's powerful. So the amount of power that's gonna come back to you when it does come back to you, um, is gonna be exponential, man. It's gonna be crazy. Sorry about that. It's gonna be insane. You know. So that's it. That's it is what it is. I'm gonna stay with you for a minute, man. I feel like chilling a little bit, bro. I'm gonna stay with you guys for a little bit, man. Um, so it started to rain. It just started to rain. Um, so so that's the reason why he's always at the Illuminati's throat, and the Illuminati kind of like this kid, right? Because he's funny. He's funny. He knows a lot about cinema. You know, he could know more, but he doesn't do it because he doesn't see the point. He does not set doesn't see the point of living a regular life because people are gonna fuck with him anyways. Like, what's the point of studying something if you can't study the thing, right? So Illuminati like the guy. Like, the Illuminati like the guy, bro. They like the guy, but they fucking dog them so damn much, bro. Like, so he can't. It's like you ever seen Django? The scene where that's the best way I could explain it. The scene where like a scorpion, right? Why did the scorpion the fable of the scorpion and the frog, right? The frog, the frog said, "The hump on my back, we're gonna jump over the thing," and then the scorpion fucking stung his ass. Like, down, you know what I mean? And the frog was dying. It was like, yo, why'd you kill us? But they didn't cross. He stung them while they were in the water, so they both drowning and shit. So while they're drowning, the frog is asking the scorpion, "Why'd you do that?" The scorpion answered, "I can't help myself. I'm a scorpion." So there's this kind of he has that scorpion vibe about him, right? Like he has a scorpion vibe about him, man. Like where he would like to do certain things. I mean, shit. This son of a bitch. He's always talking about fucking Kim Kardashian and shit, and you know, some bitch is always talking about Kim Kardashian and shit, bro, and the Kanye West, and he likes both of them. He likes okay. This is a midnight confession, man. This is a midnight confession. Seth likes Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. He likes couples, right? He likes Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. He likes Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Who else he likes? Uh, he likes Rihanna. Seth likes Rihanna. Who else he likes? I don't know. There's a couple more people he likes, man. He likes Sam Rockwell, Robert Downey Jr., Sam Rockwell. He thinks those guys are kind of cool. He likes a couple guys. He likes a lot of people that are part of this fucking shit, man. And it's not like he would never chill with them and shit. He likes Joaquin Phoenix. He likes Joaquin Phoenix, man. He likes Joaquin Phoenix, man. So he can't. The thing is, he likes these people, but he just can't. He would like to. He in his head, there's a space in his head. There's like a paradise world, right? A paradise dimension that exists in his head, where he is capable of enjoying a good time with these specific set of people. For God knows what reason, I don't know. But there's a specific set of people that he has that he feels like he could have a great time with these people. But he's never gonna enter that dimension because they fucked him so damn bad that he just can't get himself to do some shit like that. And there's a lot of people that can. There's a lot of people that are doing shit like that. There's a lot of people that can do shit like that. But for Seth, it's like, after seeing all these atrocious things happen and then having more atrocious thing happen after, so it's like trauma after trauma after trauma. So you can't it's like dating a girl that got raped, right? Never fucking date a girl that got raped, dude. She's going to destroy. If you're a good guy, don't go out with a girl that got raped. If you're a bad guy, that's whatever. Have fun. But a good person, she will fucking destroy your ass. You know what I mean, bro? Like she'll destroy you. Like going out with women that got raped is like the most horrific idea in the fucking universe. So And a lot of dudes are like, they some guys know this, but some guys don't, and some guys don't care. They're like love warriors and shit. So they try to, to tough it out the best they can. I did the same mistake too. Man. When my baby mama's is the goddamn psychopath. And my baby mama was a fucking, this is Seth speaking. My baby mama was a goddamn psychopath, bro. Like, she was fucking crazy. And the thing is, I tried to be there for her the best I could. Like I tried to be there for her the best I could. Like I tried too much. It was disgusting. I tried so much. At some point, it was just I just didn't respect myself. It was just I was just not respecting myself, dude. I should have be like, bitch, you crazy? I'm going home. You know what I mean? But I never did that shit. My friends used to tell me that shit. My friends was like, yo, you need to tell that bitch to calm the fuck down. God damn it. And I was like, but I love her and shit and blah, 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 blah. And I didn't even say shit. I didn't even say shit because I knew they was right. I knew everybody was right. So I didn't even talk. I had nothing to say. I didn't even say that. I'm not even going to lie. I had nothing to say. I had nothing to say. What the fuck am I supposed to say? This motherfucker's hanging there. He's seen the girl fucking flip out on you and shit. What the fuck are you gonna? What are you gonna say, bro? You got nothing to say. He's right, bro. Like you're not gonna say it because you want to be with the fucking psychopath, but it is what it is. And she's a psychopath. Well, the thing is, I don't even know, to be quite honest, because she's a psychopath. First and foremost, she's a psychopath. So I don't know how many fucking stories she told me that was true or not. I have no idea. Like it could have been all true or it could have been all fake, right? But one thing's for sure, she's a fucking psychopath. You know, so I don't know. You know, and the thing I don't respect anymore. You know, as Lucifer today, and even as Seth, because Seth did help out a couple girls and shit, even like recently, and I'm not. He didn't do it like in a simp way or a bitch a bitch way or thing like that. But he still he can't resist. You know what I mean? Like and it's okay. It's okay, man. But dang it, man, like it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to tell him that it's not worth it, man. Like because it's just not. You're a good guy. You're a lovable person. You got a great personality. You're fun to be around, and you're a good person. So it's just weird that people don't like it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why risk your neck for people that don't appreciate you? The women don't appreciate shit. Women don't appreciate shit. But the thing is, Seth learns so much from women. The only reason why Seth is capable of reaching the heights that he's capable of reaching is because of his respect for women. So that's kind of the problem. And he knows that very well because he's very in tune with the universe. He's very psychic, very in tune with the universe. He can hear things, he can pluck an apple from the tree of knowledge and eat it whenever he feels like it, like he does it there's nothing to it, right? And he knows that it's because of his feminine aspect that he's capable of doing that. So I kind of like, I don't know. It's weird. So I can't really blame the guy for acting like that because it's kind of like somebody giving you a gift and you spit in his face for giving you the gift, and he's not the kind of guy that would do that. You know, he's not the kind of guy to do that. He's gonna be very grateful, and he's gonna try and show how grateful he is. You know, of the gift that you gave him. You know, so, and I think that's what the problem is with Seth. You know, he's trying to. He's not out here trying to simp. He's not out here trying to have relationships and shit with women and shit like that. But at the same time, he goes a little bit extra hard on certain aspects. You know, and that's because the reason why it's not because he wants to impress women or he wants to have a. He does not. Seth does not want to have a family. He doesn't want shit. You know what I mean, bro? Like, Seth does not give a fuck no more about all that crap, bro. Like, at all. You know, but he's not, you know, ungrateful. You know, he might not be able to he might have a misunderstanding with women in his life, but at the same time he does not, like, he is very aware of the gifts that they bring to him. So that's why he keeps his stance on things. You know, that's why he has a certain stance on things. You know, because he can't, like, because there's certain dudes that can, like, there's certain dudes that can just turn that shit off. You know, they can turn that shit off and they can dog women all they want in any shape or form that they want, right? Because they can turn it off. They don't have that thing. They don't have that extra, you know, that he has. Like I said before, there's a lot of people that are like 300 pounds of pure muscle and they never did half the shit, not even a quarter of the shit that Seth did in his life, you know. And Seth is like 145 pounds. You know, he's like 145 pounds, bro. Like, you know, he's 5'10", 5'10", 145 pounds. Not a tall. He's not super tall, and he's not super big, bro. But he got heart. You know, he has a lot more heart than a lot of people that I've ever met or known. You know, a lot. So, and he's way worse. Seth is a fucking savage. Like, you know, he's a fucking savage, bro. Like, he's way worse than that. Like, the thing is, because people did not treat him right even as a child. You know, even as a child, people didn't treat him right even as a child. So, if this bitch was actually 300 pounds, shit. Fuck me sideways, man. People be in motherfucking trouble. You know what I mean? And the thing is, he doesn't have like heroes and shit. But there's some people that he has this kind of like he has this tendency towards certain specific individuals. Like Suge Knight. Like, he doesn't hate Suge Knight, you know. Seth doesn't hate Suge Knight. A lot of white people don't like Suge Knight. A lot of black people don't like Suge Knight. Seth does not hate Suge Knight at all because he's tall and he's big, and you know, he's controlling. You know, he's empowering. You know, he's intimidating. You know, so he kind of looks up to some bitches like that. You know, like Suge Knight, you know, 50 Cent, you know, the big ass, soul ass motherfuckers. But they're not just big ass motherfuckers, they're bullies. You know, like you know. So they're not just big, they bully people, you know. And it's good, and he sees the, you know, the good and the bad in the bullying. Cause if you don't have people like that around, the whole place is gonna be fucked up. It's gonna be disorder, you know. And there's a lot of places where there are no people like that, so it's complete disorder, right? Because when you have people like that around, a lot of people, you might not like what he does for a living, but at the end of the day, if you can walk home from work without being attacked, it's because of that dude. So of course you're gonna look up to people like that. You know what I mean? I mean, the guy that does this shit probably don't know. He doesn't understand it. You know, he's just being himself. But everything you do in life has a reverberation. You know, everything you do in life has consequences, and the consequences of him acting like a bully and being imposing, you know, is that people are gonna calm the fuck down when you're around. You know what I mean? And they're not gonna be, you know, popping off, you know, because they don't want to see your ass, you know, for whatever reason. They just don't want to see you. So, so this like he has. It's not like, you know, he thinks he's better than everybody. No, he, like there's some people that, you know, he kind of admires. You know what I mean? Like, you know, there's certain people he kind of admires for the specific, and they're strong people. They're people that are big and powerful financially and physically. You know, that's the kind of people he likes, and he likes those people because inside of him, that's the kind of person he is. You know, that's the kind of person he is inside of him. That's who he is. There's a lot of people that are scared to set. There's a lot of people that are scared to set. There's a lot of people that try to front on him all the time, bros, because they're scared of shit. You know, they're trying to fight their fears, and Seth will let you do that. That's how badass this some bitch is. This nigga is wrong. Is born in the wrong era. This son of a bitch should have been born in the Greek, in the Greek, you know, era, man. And you know, he should have been chilling with Troy or something, you know, because the thing is, this is how honorable this son of a bitch is, right? Like he knows that you're scared. He can smell the fear in you. He knows he knows you. He knows that you're scared. Trust me, he knows. But the thing is, he doesn't care that you're scared or not. And he'll even let you challenge him so that you can get the fear of him outside of you, right? So then we can move on to other things. Because as long he understands, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's factual, you know, like it's facts, you know, because as long as you fear the guy, you will not be able to go forward, right? As long as you fear him, you're not gonna be able to overcome whatever's keeping you from doing what you need to do, especially if you have to do the thing with him, right? So he will let you challenge him. He'll let you do that shit, man. Shit, man. Like motherfucker, he'll even shit something shit. He'll probably let you even win, just so you could, you know, stop acting like a bitch. You know, so he has like the guy thinks like a Greek demigod. You know, like he getting, you know, I can't. How can you hate somebody like that, bro? Like, what the fuck? Because there's not a lot of people that think like that, bro. And it's dangerous, and he's not stupid. He knows when it's not a good idea to fight the guy. Like he's too scared, and he might like try to kill him and shit. You know, because he's too afraid. He thinks it's a real fight. You know, and so he knows when to not, you know, do it right. But there's some people that, you know, this motherfucker's just like, you know, he's just jealous or he's just afraid and shit, you know. So I'm just, you know, I'm gonna act crazy too, and then, you know, and then he, you know, he'll get it out of his system, and then, you know, and then I can, you know, we can go do some other things, you know, because the thing is, he is somebody that's capable of working as a team. You know, he is somebody that's capable of working in a team. He is somebody that's capable of strategizing, you know, and that's another thing I like about this guy, right? He's a I'm not gonna say he's a strategic genius, but he's definitely a neophyte, right? He's definitely a beginner. You know, he's an amateur. He's an amateur strategist. You know, because he, you know, he does tactical moves in the street and by himself. It's not like he's doing tactical moves with a gang of people to act. No, he does tactical shit. Like he attacks people tactically. And that's something else I have to fucking, you know, I'm like, bro, like this kid is goddamn nuts, man. you know, he's entertaining to watch. He's entertaining to watch. He's entertaining to be around, man. He's an entertaining person to see, but at the same time, he's very dangerous, and that's the reason why people don't want to be around him like that, because he's dangerous. He's dangerous. Um, he'll do like, cause the thing is, you can't, if you work for him, you work for him. Period. You're not gonna, he's not gonna bring you to gunfights or shit like that, But the thing is, it's still dangerous because maybe the gunfight is gonna come to you, and you won't have to go to it, because of something he did or some, So it's some people are kind of afraid of working with him because he's not the kind of guy that will just let shit slide. He will attack you. And there's a lot of people that don't do that. There's a lot of people that don't attack people. But Seth will attack people. Like he, like he will attack you. Like so. And it's funny though, because this is how the world is right now. This is how the world is right now. A lot of people don't attack each other. They come to understandings. But Seth will not go into an understanding with you. Well, it's not that he's not capable of having an understanding with you, but at some point, if you attack him too much, he's going to attack you. And it depends on how you attacked him. To him, it's the way you do it. It's not what you did, it's the way you did it, right? So he's gonna attack you, you know what I mean? Like he's gonna do some shit, right? And there's a lot of people that know that about him, and that's why they don't want to fight with him, because they don't want to be into all that, right? They want money quickly, and they want money easy. They don't want to fight for money. They don't want to fight for money. They don't want to have to get into trouble for money, right? And it's fine. It's okay, especially if that's how everybody's moving. It's okay. But at the same time, what some people don't understand, some people today don't understand, is that if you live by those rules, either have to accept, you have to accept being a bitch, or you have to accept being the dominant one. So one of you has to play the bitch role. So one of you is gonna have to give up what you have to the other person in order to keep making money, right? So that's kind of, to me, that's hardcore. To me, that's hardcore shit, man. To actually accept, you know, being, the bitch in life. That's is weird. you know, it's a bit weird. It's a bit, it's dodgy. Like it's weird. I found it dodgy, but shit, it works. It's not like it doesn't work. A lot of people are doing fine right now. People are successful right now because of this process. A lot of people are successful because of this process. A lot of people that are not supposed to be successful are successful because of this process. Um, I don't like it, man. I don't really like it, man. And it's not even, I don't even care. It's not in my business. If somebody wants to be a bitch, wants to be a bitch. Somebody wants to dominate somebody else, well, whatever, man. That's none of my business. But the part that fucks with Seth is the Illuminati part of it. That's the part that's fucking him up, right? Because it's not that process that's giving him trouble. It's the Illuminati that's giving him trouble, right? It's the occultists that are giving him trouble, man. They're messing up with his money. They're messing up with everything he's trying to do all the time, man. So It's easy to get discouraged. Sometimes he gets discouraged because it's like shit, man. Every time I try to do something, motherfuckers always fucking it up all the time, bro. So he's like, so it's easy to get discouraged. And at the same time, the worst part is he's sitting there trying to encourage people so like that they can get out of their funk, right? Because that's funk right there. The reason why people acting how they're acting is because they're inside of their funk, right? But Seth is not inside of their funk. Seth is an action oriented kind of person, right? So doing business, stopping him from doing his business is not gonna totally discourage him. It's never gonna discourage him because he went through shit that's way more hardcore than selling, kitchen knives. You know what I mean? Like, he might like selling kitchen knives, but it's not, just because somebody doesn't want to buy his kitchen knives, that's not gonna discourage him. He's gonna, in his mind, somebody at some point is gonna buy the fucking kitchen knives. You know what I mean, bro? Because the shit that he went through before he started selling kitchen knives was way more hardcore than selling kitchen knives, bro. Like to him, that's fucking easy. It's just goddamn kitchen knives. How can I not be? That's what he thinks in his head. You know what I mean? That's in his mind. That's how he thinks. You know, but at the end of the day, it's true. It's at the end of the day, he's right to think like that, and a lot of people should think like that, and a lot of people are capable of thinking that way because they did shit too, but they don't, they get discouraged and and it's over, right? And they just give up the business and all kinds of shit. They're like fuck the world, fuck this business, I don't give a fuck, right? But that's because that's the ego, that's the ego from your past talking, because you're kind of like, man, God damn it. I'm this, I'm that, bro. I don't need this fucking crap. I don't need to take this shit, bro. But you can't see it that way. It's not. You're not taking shit, man. It's just that's just how people are. They're not giving you shit. They're just like that. So you just have to keep going. And of course it's easy. Like I said, like Seth gets discouraged too. A lot. Like he gets discouraged a lot, but a lot, and um but at the same time it's like, it's he's never gonna stop. He might get discouraged, but he'll get back up. Like like whatever happened to him in the past made him solid like a rock. So, and there's a lot of people that try to, they think that they're gonna have him shook, and that he's gonna end up not having a business and shit like that. Nah, bro. Like whatever he's working on, that shit's for real. It's gonna fucking happen. You best believe that shit. And he has too much people backing him. He has too much like gods and spirits that are there for him for that shit not to happen. We fight for him, and it's not easy to fight for him, but we fight for him anyways because he fought for us. He fought for humanity. He fought for that supposed God person that whatever the fuck he's whatever. He fought for this thing that people call God. He fought for women. He fought for women. He fought for God. He fought for spirits. He fought for tradition. He fought for black people. He fought physically for all these things. So this nigga is good, right? There's nothing you can do to him. There's a lot of people that think that something bad's gonna happen to this some bitch. You are fucking crazy. We will fucking tear you to pieces. We will tear you to pieces. We'll fucking eat your fucking head off. This nigga is. There's no green lights on him. There's no green lights on him. Zero. He's way better than fucking 199% of you sons of bitches. So he's he's better than 99% of you fucking guys. So that's my dude right there. That's why he can say that he's Lucifer. That's why he can say that he's Lucifer. That's why Asmodeus hang around him sometimes. That's why he can. That's why other spirits. That's why voodoo spirits are around him. That's why the dead gang members hang around him because he understands. He knows. He's real. And I'm not gonna say more than that. But like I said before, this is the guy. He's on it. He might be discouraged, and you might be discouraged and things like that. But trust me, there's no amount of discouraging bullshit that he can go through that's gonna stop him from having a business. Trust me, he's fucking focused. You know what I mean, bro? Like he is goddamn zoned in, bro. Like he's locked in, he's zoned in. He's gonna get there. Trust me. Bet 100% he's gonna get there. So anyway, this video is too damn long. My name is Lucifer. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.